Hey everybody, and welcome to Day 2 of the Final Fantasy Tactics Colosseum League for March. We've got 6 matches ahead of us tonight. Korremar is on comms with me tonight.
Howdy, y'all.
And wouldn't you know it, is the first match of the night versus Hero 1, the Legion versus Sincere Flattery.
Alright, so starting with my team, we have Tribunus the Marksman. Has 12 speed, does start haste with the escutcheon, and has haste 2 as well. Kind of her whole role is just to haste 2 the rest of the team. Does have a cursed ring to get back up. Not a ton of power coming out from that Night Killer, but does have Sicken to add on the poison with all of those shots.
I forgot to change over to Archer. I'll have to remember that for next stream.
Not a big deal. Next up, we have Legatus the Samurai, 13 PA with attack up and two-handing that Kiku can swing very hard. 410 HP, courtesy of that Barbuda. It's 180 HP on it. Does have start slow, so hopefully the Haste 2 can get rid of that. Basic skill for a little bit of support and barrier to keep him alive a little bit longer. He is just going to try and wade into stuff and stab things.
I'm pretty sure this is the team as it was ordered in the release docs. Like, check in there and double check it if it's not, but I'm pretty sure it is for Hero.
Status the Monk with equip armor does also have that Barbuda for lots of HP, 501 on him. Has Punch Art and Steel as well as HP Restore, Genji armor for some status protections. He is very, very tanky, very hard to take down. And bringing up the rear, Ballisterius, the Mediator, Stone Gun, Aegis Shield, 253 HP, so not super small. Does have counter as well. Equip shield to keep him a little safer with that Aegis shield, and white magic to help out the rest of the team. If you haven't realized it, the whole thing is 3 units starting slow, 1 unit starting to haste them. Hopefully.
On the other side, for Hero, we have a bunch of units that got nerfed between last month and this month. We have Sardek the Samurai featuring my infamous Hammer Eye from last month. Although Bizenboat is weaker now, so we'll see if it's still as good. Ludo's Spellblade with the Materia Blade, also weaker now. Love Colored Magic's Thief with Catch and Equip Shield. I believe this was the super hasty thief that was just running around tossing like crazy. And Fig's Chocobo, which actually is the only unit that got buffed this month. So, yes, that's a greatest hits of last month.
That Thief can provide a significant issue for my team. He is, of course, going to go first and, in all likelihood, throw out the Archer because she does have the lowest HP total. She does have Catch and 70 Brave to try to prevent that, but if it does go through, that could totally throw a wrench in my plan.
If it weren't for your super hasty Archer, Sugar Rush would go first and second. She was so fast last month. But anyways, we start off in large map 59. If you can catch a wrench, you can catch a shuriken, I guess. Underground book storage, 3rd floor. Oh,
All
I
right.
didn't speed it up. I should do that.
Team starting plenty far apart, so shouldn't be too afraid of the throw on this one. Of course, the thief goes first, no surprise there. My archer, and she is going to do exactly what she's supposed to do, haste 2.
And of course it lands. But again, Sugar Rush super fast.
Does catch that shuriken, so does not put her down pretty low. She's going to open with a Heartache Strike, lands a Don't Act on the Fast Thief. That is tough.
And that throw stone probably can't survive a whole bunch of those either.
No, pretty good damage coming out from that throw stone. 156 is not small. Thief forced to back up since he cannot act. Chocobo is, of course, going to... Oh, Chocobo's going to cure him rather than pulling that off, but that's all right.
Worth noting, the Chocobo and the Thief seem to have bad compatibility.
Seems so. 196 from the stone gun onto the spell blade, getting that started. Another big throw stone coming through. 189, but does damage split 95 of it back.
And even if it's not a lot of damage, it's enough.
A big throat punch coming through, 200 damage, but again, 100 of it coming back. That damage split, paying dividends for Hammer Eye. Here comes a huge Stasis Sword, 272, enough to drop the Undead Samurai to near fatal.
A lot of the times with undead units, that's where you want them to be.
But a throw stone coming right back to drop him to near fatal, and the Samurai does move back. Chocobo's going to cure the other Samurai, bring him back up to a fair amount of health.
That one appears to be good compatibility.
A big spin fist. Damage split yet again, having huge luck on these damage splits.
Just on time, the Don't Act wears off, and that shuriken finishes off the Samurai. And a Choco Guard.
Protect and Shell going to make that Samurai a lot tankier, and 294 going to drop that Mediator down pretty hard. Another Heartache Strike onto the Thief, opting to Heartache Strike rather than just attack. Magic Shuriken, and it is caught again.
That catch is sure paying dividends.
Yet another damage split on the Throat Punch. Samurai is very good at keeping himself up here with that.
And maintaining the mana to use Stasis Sword instead of Night Sword, so that's nice. That Berserk is actually a pretty big problem, because now you can't catch anymore.
Yeah, not ideal. Not ideal. God damn it, Heartache Strike.
We go to small map 81 with the save states I prepared before the stream.
Well, look at you. That's right. First round goes to Hero. Let's see how round 2 goes. The smaller map not gonna play in my favor most likely, but we will see.
Don't count on the save states being consistent. Grog Hill for our small map. Map is large, distance is small.
Thief is, of course, going to get the throw off this time. No surprise there. Is caught, so she is still able to take her action as planned and is going to haste to the whole team.
So far, that catch really paying. How many in a row is that now? Like 5, 6?
At least 4, possibly 5, yeah. Does opt just to shoot the Thief this time rather than Heartache Striking. Big Throw Stone 170 on the Spell Blade is going to do a lot of damage, and a Wave Fist coming in is going to finish her. Huge damage on the Samurai, but it is split back off, of course. And a swing is going to take that mediator down very quickly.
Uh-oh, Sugar Rush figured it out.
Choco Cure is going to heal and hurt my monk. Alright, Temporal Strike 142 drops the Thief. And a proc from the swing kills the Samurai.
That's just a Chocobo left standing, right?
Sure is.
Yeah, that's not where you want to be.
Chocobo goes down, and game 2 goes to me.
We go then to the medium decider on 72. The Fovoham Plains.
Yep, this is the, like Ludo said, first game 3 so far.
The distance is smaller, but they're more split up, so it doesn't qualify as a small.
Magic Shuriken, of course. Here comes the big haste 2, as usual, haste everybody.
Sugar Rush has learned her lesson. Or his lesson, I can't tell actually. Love
Shell
Colored
and
Magic is a
Protect.
girl.
Heartache Strike lands a slow on the Thief. That is definitely a difference maker, but 169 and a proc. Big luck on those procs. Samurai sure doesn't have overflow or anything. That is just raw luck.
Big stasis sword on the monk, but he is a tanky monk.
Steel Heart, not ideal. Wall on the Archer. She is going to be shelled and protected. Is going to help out a bit. I'm going to take just a pot shot on the Samurai. Is he immune to poison, I guess? Because she does have Sicken. Throat Punch going to put her down.
Oh, Choco Guard. Choco Guard added sturdy.
It is Choco Guard. Good call. Throw Stone, damage split.
Well, now
so
we
he
actually
is
have
still-
confirmation sturdy works.
So nice and healthy. 154 damage split yet again. 77 damage split. Just absolutely huge for Hammer Eye. And throat punching my own team, absolutely murdering me here.
Yeah, that monk not having a anything to cure off of the other team with stigma magic is really painful.
Oh no! And disarms my Samurai! That is brutal. One thing that is playing in my favor, however, is the time with my monk. The time my monk is spending charmed is time for my undead units to potentially get back up. Holy Explosion going to do lots of damage to him, though, so that is that for him. So much for that. Samurai is going to move into range and punch the Spellblade, drop her to near fatal. She is likely going to pick up that crystal right here. Oh, but the Archer does get up and is able to bring her down before she gets it.
That was a close one, but the Archer standing back up is what decided it.
Is just the Chocobo here, and with no offensive options, not really anything going to happen there. Archer does get the crystal, so she actually can cast another haste 2 on herself. She does have exactly enough for 1 haste 2, that is it, so...
You know, it does occur to me, the Chocobo actually does have a chance of winning this.
He could, actually. He does have an offensive option with that Choco Cure, yeah.
The non-undead unit is on the ground.
Well, the Choco Cure procs the HP restore. Yikes.
Yeah, that's not good enough.
Sicken not helping any here because it just keeps proccing Regenerator. And the the stone gun does seal it. Korremar 1 moves on 2-1 over Hero 1.
Definitely a close matchup on that one. We go to the second round. Vana Krisum's Infect versus Cross 2's Mr. Pig Returns. Alrighty, for Vana Krisum, we have Izuri the Lancer with Punch Art, Hamido, Martial Arts. Ever popular, the martial arts Lancers. Atraxa the Morbol with Tentacle, Bad Breath, and Lick. Vraska the Scary, Scary Bird. And Tekuthal the Lancer with Dance, HP Restore, and Guts. I believe this is a nameless dancer. On the other side, for Cross 2, we have Please Let Me Live, Porky, Mr. Pig Returns. The Black Chocobo with all of the status effects that Vana Krisum's team is throwing. This is kind of the scary thing to see on the other side. This monk with steel, equip armor, and CT save. Not nearly as bulky as yours, but CT save matters. And Spellblade with basic skill and attack up. And an actual regular sword. We go to large map 112. Tiger.
Alright, everybody's favorite map here, of course, going to take a little time to get in range of each other, especially with a lot of melee threats here. We do have some range, so we may see some Choco Ball, Choco Meteor, whatever it is, over the wall. Bird is, of course, going to fly right over the wall, going to try and gaze through the wall, but there is a wall in the way there, Bird. That's not how gazes work.
I think it had a chance to work. I don't think gaze is coded for obstacles, although I might be mistaken.
You're probably right. I was just, you know.
No, it's funny.
Choco Ball over the wall does proc that CT save, and the bird is still healthy, so is still going to get a chance to gaze again. And the Malboro opts to remove the Don't Move from the Lancer.
Wow!
Oh, huge nameless. Holy. 245, a very hefty wind strike, but the bird is in a difficult position there. Is going to get hit by that straight dash, and that is going to take it out.
Definitely not ideal for Vana getting this map pulled for the first round.
More don't moves. Wow. That does at least mean that the Lancer has plenty of time to try to put more statuses on the team. Choco is going to cure himself for at least a fair bit. Wow, having incredible luck with these nameless dances here.
Wow.
Insane.
216 Wave Fist.
Lancer not really having anything else to do, of course, just going to take its time and move up. A Night Sword is going to steal a fair bit of that HP back, but the poison also going to tick down on that Spellblade.
Mr. Pig.
Mr. Pig not really having much of an option to do anything here. Another big wave fist drops the Spellblade to near fatal, and poison. He is poisoned as well, so.
Bird goes to Crystal.
Oh, but a bad breath through the wall. Don't know if it landed anything because we can't see.
Well, did not land any death because we saw the... Oh boy, that's a frog. And a confusion.
Is a confused, poisoned frog.
I love watching the frogs flip out.
Poison breaks the confused, but still, things looking a little rough here. Vana Krisum definitely with a very, very strong showing so far. Having all that extra time from the Nameless Dance was huge. Choco Essena might make a big difference here, though. He is going to clear all those statuses off of Mr. Pig.
The team's mascot is back in it.
That Nameless Dance did miss, so team is doing just a little better than it was a moment ago. Stasis Sword for 168 on the Malboro, but it is going to regenerate her. Malboro is pretty tanky, so it's got plenty of health left here. Move HP up and a chakra on that monk. Going to heal her up a fair bit, bring her up out of near fatal at least, but an Earth Slash is going to put her down.
That
Tentacle
is...
for just 90 damage, not a ton.
That has to be real bad compat.
A big oink for 360. Monk is back up and living.
Looks like luck is equalizing on those namelesses.
Huh, interesting. Didn't realize that silence persisted through death, but it apparently does.
Yep.
Big Earth Slash to heal, but does eat a throw in return for 125, and it's a huge spin fist.
Yup. Chocobo going after the Lancer, and HP Restore comes off. Oh, that's an enormous slow.
Another oink coming through does land on the monk again, so she is back up yet again.
That counter throw misses.
Another huge spin fist here kills the pig, is going to do some good damage to the Spellblade as well. And a very timely landing of a status effect there. Choco Essena going to bring it right off. Cures the silence and the confusion. Confusion, of course, the more relevant of those.
And the second Lancer has decided it is time to begin fighting.
It definitely is still anybody's game here. It is a 2-on-2 currently.
Chocoball
that
lands.
A 2-on-1. And the Lancer opting to dance rather than attempt to drop anything here.
I suspect the smaller map will be more in Vana Krisum's favor. This map was about as bad as it got.
Certainly the extra time for the Lancer to dance was good, but also the bird getting out ahead of everybody like it did was pretty rough. It more or less started the match as a 3v4.
And beyond that, on top of it, ooh, that's a death sentence.
Lancer doesn't have anything it can do about that, so it is just waiting the clock down here. No resurrection or anything, so...
But yeah, those early statuses didn't really matter all that much because they were gone by the time the teams converged, and then all of the namelesses missed after that, so...
That is gonna be that. Cross 2 taking the first match, first game of the match. On to game 2.
Small map 25 next. Starting off this time with a haste.
Does haste the Malboro there, definitely helpful. And a very hefty Earth Slash on that monk across the battlefield. Is going to eat a Steel Heart in return, but does block it.
207's a pretty big hit on the bird.
Not enough to drop it to near fatal. This time the Malboro not opting to remove the don't move from the Lancer. It does eat a Stasis Sword for its decision.
Interestingly enough, the Lancer appeared to just skip her turn and not even dance.
Yeah, sure is. It is just hanging out in the corner, but that is a huge, huge bad breath. And the bird gazing from up top to take the pig right out of it. Wind Strike gonna kill the monk. This match is just about over before it started.
Just a matter of if the Chocobo can bring somebody up that's in... Well, yeah. As you can see, unpetrifying the pig is a big deal. Pig could bring back up the monk, but elects to go after the frog instead.
But with Frog wearing on Revive this month, that is gonna be pretty big. Spellblade is back up and in it. Wind Strike on the back of the Chocobo is going to kill it, though, and here comes a Nameless. Just a don't move. A little poke to the back of the pig, not a ton. Wish gonna bring the monk back up at very low HP. Is it gonna go right back down?
Looks that way.
It sure is. Big Earth Slash does hit the pig and the monk. Not able to hit the Spellblade. It did absorb it. And the monk gets right back up with an oink at 360 full HP.
Secret Fist for the Morble does land.
It does mean the Morble's going to get a couple turns free of harassment here. Is it going to put on some more statuses? No, it is going to Tentacle. Does land the poison on the Spellblade, but I'm not sure that was the best use of its turn there.
Oh, Brave 40. That would be the problem.
That'll do it.
I'm like, why is he hitting so weak? Because attacking has Brave in its formula. It's a haste and a runaway for the bird. Slow and a poison.
Big hits, like another counter coming through.
Earth Slash to heal the Spellblade.
Bird is going to haste itself, but it is just going to hang out back here. Not really wanting to get in the action, being low like it is. Nameless not doing a whole lot. Here is the final tentacle coming through. 108, enough to put the monk down at least. Bird is dedicated to going fast.
Gotta go fast. Spellblade is the only one left, and it looks like the second Lancer will fail to bring him down. He has Wish, so it is possible a chain of pig into monk could arise.
Yep, there is the monk coming up. Does she get a turn? She does get a turn. but she does not opt to bring anybody up. Is going to chakra. So the Chocobo and Pig going to crystallize here momentarily.
But no time to do so. So we go again to the decider on the medium map. This one, number 42. Ordulous Trade City. And the haste begins.
Very interesting terrain on this map. Bird, of course, not caring about any of it, can just fly up and over, not a problem, but a lot of ramps, a lot of verticality here could definitely pose a problem for some units.
Once again, Nameless not starting.
Choco Ball opener, Bird on Bird violence. And Lick does remove the don't move, but also does remove the haste.
245 on the Chocobo.
And the Pig is going to opt to take a bath.
Chocobo is out. That's going to be huge for that surviving bird.
Absolutely. And the Chocobo is dead in a rough spot, too. Going to take a little effort to get up there and resurrect it. 130, not a small hit on the bird. And the bird is near fatal, so if it doesn't die, it is going to flee. Oh, but the monk does go down. That is 2 units down already.
Bird does flee, of course. Oink brings the monk back up.
Oink has put in a ton of work so far this match.
.270 Wave Fist.
Seeing another CT save. And, ooh, a Hamido does cancel the attack from the Spellblade.
Can't cancel that, though.
Oh, but the Spellblade guards the heal and then counter throws into the friendly monk. That is a rough turn of events.
How many times have we seen that so far this month?
Quite a few.
Quite a few more than anybody wants to happen to themselves.
Definitely an easy thing to overlook when team building.
Mr. Pig is alone, but that oink is super effective.
An instant full resurrect. Definitely a huge utility for the piggies.
That'll be Chakra. Nope, Earth Slash.
That'll be Earth Slash to kill the bird. An interesting choice.
Wave Fist for the pig. And a Nose Breath. Men only want one thing.
Have you ever been snuffled by a piggy? It's pretty great, man, I gotta say.
Suspicious.
A Night Sword into the... oh, and an HP restore, so that is just healing all around there.
And finally the Nameless begins.
Wave Fist through the corner of the wall. Regenerator onto the Malboro, but it is looking a little worse for the wear there, down to 200. But a Lick coming through is going to remove the charm.
Mr. Pig stuck out in the water. And the Nameless begins. That would have been a really good don't move if it hit the pig.
Straight dash is going to put the Malboro down.
Revive,
but a
gonna
revive
bring
gonna bring
it.
it right back up at 94. Not small.
Mr. Pig is slow.
Tentacle for just 90 is not quite one move short from getting the crystal, so he is put right back down.
And now the Spellblade is confused. Also dead. Don't move on the pig would be huge here, but it does not land.
Spellblade comes back up at full, of course. Piggy does take that tick of poison damage. Spellblade is going to move up and try and bring that Lancer down. Stasis Sword, no procs.
Malboro back up. So don't move on the Spellblade. And the Lancer grabs a crystal. And so does the Malboro. That's a huge turnaround.
A straight dash certainly does hurt, but don't know if it's going to be enough. And the Stasis Sword is blocked. That is a huge loss of tempo here. Repeating Fist is going to kill the Piggy.
And Lancer now out of Spellblade range with that don't move. And a bad breath could end it right on the spot, and it sure does. Vana Krisum takes the set 2-1.
A very close match was not decided until just about right at the end there.
In spite of the Lancer's difficulties with Nameless Dance. Alright, we go to Game 3. Hero 2 versus Love Colored Magic 3. Triple H versus the Ninja Gaiden Birds. Alright, Triple H. Heroes, heroes, heroes. The return, Mr. Zoom, Mrs. Zoom, heroine and hero. Mr. Zoom the ninja with double ninja knives, defense up, and dragon spirit. This is a very fast ninja, and decent move as well. Mrs. Zoom the geomancer with auto potion, magic attack up, and draw out. Just, you know, the basic that had fallen out of favor for a while, but it's drawouts. Spellblade with Whale Whisker, Kaiser Plate, Attack Up, and Meat Bone Slash. These are going to be doing a lot of damage. And Hero the Oracle with White Magic, Regenerator, and Short Charge, as well as Robe of Lords. So a more aggressive take on the supportive Oracle. The the Petrify with Faith is going to be a lot higher landing. And also... What? Am I okay? What was wrong? Just clearing my throat. I've been talking a lot. And Oracle with Pray and Doubt Faith to interrupt casters or to make its own Petrifies land. So we'll see how that works out. On the other side, Ninja Gaiden Birds, we have Ikaruga the Squire with Night Killer, Escutcheon 2, Auto Potion, and Throw Item. E2 is the...
That is the always defend.
Yep. I don't think he can use it on himself because he has always faith with his robe of lords. So I don't think he'll even try to because they can't stack. But anyways, Storm Eagle and Spyro Pegasus, the gaze birds, and a black chocobo.
A very scary team with two birds, well, two gaze birds and a black chocobo as well. Very, very fast, very aggressive team here.
Only one way to find out all of these things. We go to large map 74 to start. The Sweegie Woods. Love Colored Magic on the right and Hero on the left.
A match where we actually don't see the birds going first, surprisingly, but here comes a Petrify coming out and does land immediately. The ninja is immediately out of the action, and the second bird gonna gaze on the Geo, does not hit on that one.
Yeah, that ninja is not in a good position for having that cured.
Oh, but a Muramasa out in front early. A little bit of damage on each, but Auto Potion does cure most of it up on the Squire very, very quickly. Choco Ball onto the Geo as well, going to put her down very fast. It is a 2v4 already.
Spellblade with Death Spell 2 does remove that Petrify.
Ninja going to move back and take a big shuriken into the black chocobo. Going to drop it to near fatal. Regenerator does go off, and here comes the bird again. Just going to go ahead and wind strike the ninja, put it down to near fatal.
The bird knows that it cannot land Petrify, so it goes for the attacks instead.
Night Killer not doing a lot of damage, but it is a ninja killer just the same.
But the good old life spells, still good enough.
Resurrected at 101. Not a ton of HP there, but enough. Another shuriken into the bird, still not enough to kill that chocobo, and here comes a wind strike to put the ninja back down. Spellblade is going to try and bring that ninja up, but Gaze is going to petrify her.
Mega Potion for the chocobo.
Here comes a wind strike onto the Oracle. Does proc Regenerator, and he is still healthy enough, not in near fatal or anything, so is going to try and get that life off. Does get the life on the ninja, going to bring him right back up.
Ninja would only 120 or 180 the chocobo, which would leave it at 20. Not quite good enough.
Gaze does not land on the ninja again. Ninja does get a turn. He is going to try and move up and Phoenix down, but is very much behind in tempo here. Bird getting a turn immediately and is going to kill the ninja. It is just a near fatal Oracle here, and he is about to die to this bow. That is going to be a quick victory for Love Colored Magic.
It seems like Hero's team is expecting to have the speed advantage, and it just doesn't in this matchup. We go to small map 12, Gate of Lionel Castle. I suspect Hero will have a pretty nice tear through the losers bracket, because against slower teams, that's pretty brutal what he puts on the table.
Let's see if the closer quarters helps out Hero at all here. Geo is able to move up and Muramasa immediately. Does some decent damage, not a ton. Procs a Regenerator here. And Ninja gonna get a chance to move straight up as well. It is gonna do 120 damage to the Squire, and a good bit of it comes right back. Wind Strike onto the ninja is going to near fatal, but not enough to kill, so is going to take a second action to finish him off.
But they do go for it. Auto Potion on the other side, once again negating attacks.
Bird opts to hang out on the wall up here. Choco Ball over the wall under the Geomancer, but Geomancer does heal up a fair bit of the damage with that Auto Potion, is still a little healthy here. Another Masa sure is, hits 3 units. Both birds getting the CT save there, so they are going to act just a little faster here. But Spellblade is going to get a Shiva off. That's going to do a lot of damage.
Probably take out both the birds. Oh, just one.
Geomancer does go down from that Wind Strike. Phoenix down, going to bring the other bird back up, but that bird is going to go back down pretty quickly here in all likelihood. Life got to bring the ninja right back up. Does he get an action? Not just yet. The Chocobo going to act first and is going to go ahead and Choco Ball over the wall again, put the ninja right back down. Oh, and the bird heals the other bird with a Wind Strike. Did not even think about that as an option.
Looks like Fairy is coming out. And the birds do not try to interrupt it. But
Misses the Geo.
But only one target. The Oracle can get the other one, though. No, he can't.
Wind Strike for 147, going to put the Oracle down before he gets a chance to bring that Geo back up. Shuriken going to put a bird down, however. And this Chocobo is just hanging out up there, having a good old time from the top of the wall. Bird opts to hang out up there as well, so it is just the ninja who cannot reach them. The ninja is going to take the time to run over and get the Geo up just in time. Squire going to put the Geo right back down? Sure is.
Yeah, the speeds are just not lining up in Hero's favor on this one.
That is going to be a 2-0 for Love Colored Magic, and Hero's third team is sent to the losers bracket. Hero just not having a ton of luck here in the opening matches. Just a couple of bad matchups for his team, but he does now have all 3 teams in the losers bracket, so we will see how much progress he can make there.
And back to the caster matches, we have Kaffe 1's 50-50 versus Sardek 3's Everything Old is New Again. For 50-50, we have the Angry Bird. We have Ally the Mediator, or Ally, I'm not actually sure. With a Stone Gun, Meat Bone Slash, and Guts. 291 damage on those Guts procs are going to be a real thing. Fistful, the Black Goblin, with Revive and Turn Punch and Shatter. And Slicer the Ninja. With Weapon Guard, this looks to be just move in and slice and dice with its red shoes. On the other side, bird is the word. So, 2 birds. Dredge the Marksman with Lava Bolt, Attack Up, CT Save, and Basic Skill. Small Mantle to strengthen the Lava Bolt. Clean Up the Chemist with Madlimgen and a Cursed Ring, Overflow, Counterflood, and Elemental. And Lumberjack the Squire with Tidal Axe and Weapon Guard with Sicken and Target. So we go to large map 54 for the first of this. I haven't seen this map in a while.
Has been a little bit. Terrain here can definitely prove a boon for some teams, being able to get some ranged shots over the gap.
Starting Tailwind for Kaffe.
Definitely a huge help for some of the units there. Oh, opening with a gaze does not land.
That sure does. And Cleanup does what her name says.
Goblin does get a chance to move up here. Most likely going to move up and try to revive that bird. But Full Life going to come out on it first. Ninja is just going to move up and hang out. Do what ninjas do. It doesn't have the ability to throw here. Oh, but a gaze lands, so that is not going to come through on the bird.
Temporal Strike to slow down the Goblin. And a Carve model to finish it off.
Goblins definitely strong offensively, but are a little soft. They're a pretty fragile unit. Target on the ninja, but he does get a chance to swing, but only hits once for 90.
Well, that was just brutal.
A very, very fast win for Sardek there.
So, small map, 119 might be a little different.
Definitely may help just a bit.
Checkerboard land 3.
Goblin and Ninja may get a chance to move in, do a little more than they did that time. Goblins definitely can do a whole bunch if they get in, but really do just have a bit of trouble closing gaps. Not a ton of move or speed by default.
It's such a weird map.
Yeah, the way the bird is there, kind of like clipping through the wall there, is a little strange. Ooh, opens with a gaze and lands on the chemist immediately. Wind strike quite a bit of damage. The marksman going to finish that unit off. The goblin is close enough to shatter. Not a ton of damage, and unfortunately birds don't have anything to break other than bones.
272 plus poison. Oof.
Ninja's gonna get a chance to move up. Does hit both times, but 180, just not a ton of damage. There's gonna be bad compat, I presume, but a wind strike should, yep, does finish that squire off.
300 sets the bird to near fatal, though. Petrify
Ace
misses.
still not landing.
But the bird is going to run away. This is not the loop you want to be in.
Just the ninja here. Ninja is not going to get a chance to act there.
There's a wish for the squire.
Going to bring him back up out of near fatal at the very least. Other bird does tailwind over there, not opting to attempt to aggress on anything despite being at full health.
Just run away from the ninja.
Kiting the ninja very effectively, burning up some time here. This archer is going to move over and finish off the bird.
Poor ninja.
This ninja is getting trolled here just a little bit. Another attempt at a gaze. The bird just not wanting to get close. Not landing here. Ninja's having some pretty good luck there. And he is going to take 2 swings on the bird, put it down very quickly here. Bird comes back up, does opt to fly away, and gets the crystal. Very opportune crystallization there for it.
There's a stigma magic to unpetrify the chemist.
the weapon guard. There's 2 more swings, but there's definitely some compatibility issues going on here for the ninja, not able to put out big damage.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he has worst compatibility with 2 members of my team.
Seems to be.
The
Oh, and the
Petrify
Petrify
finally lands.
Sure does. That is going to be a 2-0 for Sardek.
Then we go back to me again, this time versus Ludo. We have Paragons versus I made this team on the morning of the 14th of March to seduce Kujata in time for SBJ Day, which will be from now on referred to as I made this team. Because you did. Alacrita, the Time Mage, featuring Auto Potion and Defense Up. I wanted to see how good Time Magic is this month with all of its buffs. With an immunity to silence and 11 speed, she should be getting a lot of work done. Hammer Eye version 2. What more introduction does this boy need? Darevon the Mediator with Stone Gun, Regenerator, and Sicken, and not enough JP to get a movement ability. And Lena the Wizard with Faith Rod, Kaiser Plate, and White Magic with Catch and Equip Shield. However, Ludo also has a very big damage Kaiser Plate. Oh wait, that's a different team entirely. Anyways, Lena the Wizard, bunch of damage. Lemon Horror the Thief, featuring Time Magic and Weapon Guard and Short Charge. This is presumably a haster. My Salad, the Spellblade. Really? In front of my salad? Counterflood, Elemental, and Overflow. This is the Geomancer build of the Spellblade. Stake the Black Chocobo. And also Stake the Knight. This one with White Magic, Auto Potion, and Maintenance. I'm guessing there are weapon breaks here? Yes, weapon breaks here. So let's go to large map 55. Gravy 2 is a whole lot of damage.
A graveyard of airships. Let's see how these teams fare against each other. Both teams have a fair bit of move and speed here on some members, so we will see things start pretty fast.
It is, in fact, the fixed version, Ludo. We start off with hastes 2 for the whole team. And now Lena's going to make somebody break.
That was 420 damage, I believe. But an attempt at Gill Toss lands the Berserk. Does get taken down for her trouble. Steve goes down very, very quickly. 200 damage on the Demon Fire.
Demi 2 lands and finishes the Chocobo off. It's a spell we haven't really seen a whole lot of use of.
Outcry Punch not landing on the Berserk Wizard. Not that I think it would have made a hell of a lot of difference.
Big Auto Potion.
179, a hefty Night Sword. Auto Potion going to heal some of that back up. That Auto Potion being a net gain in health from that gunshot.
Demi 2.
Demi 2 though. 157 and no heal that time.
Hell Ivy stops the Angry Wizard.
Auto Potion does bring the Knight back at a near fatal, so he will get an action here. No, he won't. He goes back down to near fatal and dies to a bonk from the Time Mage.
Stasis Sword for the Spellblade. 1 shot, 1 kill.
As a very quick win for Sardek in Game 1. Let's move on to Game 2.
I can explain why that's happening, Ludo. They're calculating their damage and calculating their healing, but then later on in the routine, defend is reducing the damage. So that is why that is happening. We go to small map 49 for the next round. Fort Zeekden. I wouldn't call it intended, but I also wouldn't call it a problem.
Alright, Lemon Horror starting out with a very fast Demi 2 here, hitting all 4 members. That is a ton of damage coming out.
Big Haste 2. Can the Spellblade capitalize on the Demi? Looks like it.
Oof, 3 big hits there. Samurai does keep itself at a near fatal with that damage split. But this Choco Ball, I do believe, does kill. Down 2 units already.
Yeah, small map did not work out great for me.
Wizard does have a chance to get an action, but is going to go down right after. Here comes a Demi from the Thief, going to finish off the Wizard. It is just the Time Mage, and she is low.
Ludo's team sure took the advantage in the smaller map.
An extremely fast 4-0 is going to bring us to a game 3 here, tied up 1-1.
Hopefully 17 is closer to the large map than the small map, because oof, that was brutal.
Not going to be able to get a 4-person Demi 2 here. A little more range between the 2 teams. Here is a big Gravy 2, lots of damage, but half of it is sent back with that damage split.
And only a single target. Only 2 hastes.
The split team there definitely not working in favor. Oh, but a counter flood comes out, a little bit of damage. Thief does go down to that chain lightning. Big gunshot. Another counter flood does get the don't act on the mediator. Could make a difference here. And a rejuve brings the Spellblade out of near fatal, so she is going to move up and get her Kana Itachi off. Massive damage to that Samurai and drops the Wizard to near fatal.
Chocobo coming in with a Choco Cure. But walking... Nope, not into the Demi 2, actually.
Counterflood lands a don't act again.
That's what you get with those overflow Spellblades.
Life gonna bring the Thief back up, so she may get a chance to do just a little more than 1 action.
That's gonna be it.
Water Ball finishes off the Wizard. It is just the Time Mage and the Mediator, but Mediator's still stuck in Don't Act. now not acting for a different reason, and a Demi 2 on the Time Mage is going to finish her. That is a 2-1 for Ludo. Ludo 2 moves on. Sardek 1 sent to losers bracket.
Absolutely brutal. We go to the 6th and final match of the night, Fig 2 versus Break 1. It's Time versus Drop of Red 2. Time for your spanking. Featuring an axe on a monk with, I guess that's the +3 PA axe.
Yep, that is a 16 PA monk. Those punch arts are going to do a ton of damage.
Pair of scorpion tails on the ninja with attack up and red shoes. That's going to hit real hard. Weapon guard on the monk for a 40% physical evade and a 40% magical evade on the leather mantle. So this is actually a really evasive monk, which is why there's no weapon guard over here. Spellblade with MP switch and attack up. This is a Whale Whisker Bonk Spellblade. Also with draw out for or no, I guess the magic attack up is for draw out, not the bonk.
Yep.
So it is a draw out. Yeah,
Yes,
it is Ludo. I derped out for a second.
Yep, that is 18 MA on that, and has a surprising amount of HP and the MP switch. So that is a pretty durable Oracle, Spellblade too.
On the other side, we still have also this Oracle with Faith Rod. Yes, we agree, Ludo. I'll be addressing that next month. Oracle with Faith Rod, Short Charge, White Magic. You know, the original character that everybody seems to have. Dorbikmon, the explosive, on the other side for Break. Jesmond GX, the Minotaurus. War Greymon X, the Red Dragon. So the three fires that can all heal each other and themselves. And Digidestin, the Mediator, with Reflect Ring, MP Switch, and Guts. With Punch Art for Chakra, this Mediator is very hard to bring down. And we'll see if she can land any of those talk skills. Start out, large map 82.
Ninja getting out ahead of everybody, of course, is going to close some of that gap, is going to eat this flame attack here. 176, pretty good damage, but is still nice and healthy, so we'll still get an action, it looks like. This map, everybody kind of bunching up there, a little bit of a roadblock for the ninjas. Confused 2 going to land on the Mediator. Mediator is out of the action for just a moment here.
Oof.
Wow, that crit takes that bomb down instantly, and a huge Earth Slash onto the Mediator breaks the Confuse, but also ends her life.
Kiku for 240s. That's a lot of damage.
Fire Breath onto the Monk. Good damage, but not enough to take him out of the action just yet here. Another Confused 2 coming through. Is going to land on the Dragon and the Bull.
That's the power of faith.
But Earth Slash putting the Dragon down. Shake Off is still going to go off. Is going to land... What?
I blame Confuse for that.
I don't think Shake Off is supposed to do that.
Yeah, give me one sec. Monster skills. This is a mini Taurus.
I believe so, yes.
Shake Off is 140. Abilities 140. Sets Petrify and does weapon damage. Yeah, that was just let's see. Monster skills, mini Taurus. Let's see what OCC is. Sacred Cleave. No, it wasn't that either. Yeah, it wasn't just randomly using its monster skill. It just randomly decided to use an ability that is not the ability it has. I loaded it up. That's not what the ability does. I blame Confuse. Super weird. That's not even the right animation for that one. Is a mini Taurus, right?
Yep.
Shake Off, Berserk, Blowfire. And Blowfire worked, so it just super weird. Super weird. Either way, we'll go to small map 23. Because I don't think it made a difference. One sec. I just realized something. Yeah, okay, I see what the problem is. That ability is supposed to be Formula 1, not Formula 2. And we're fixed. I must have, like, pressed down to go down to the, like, next one in the list, but had that set and just changed the formula and never noticed.
Oops.
So yeah, that's fixed.
And we are on the last match. Do we just want to run that back just to be sure?
I mean, his whole team was confused and down 2-4. I don't think it mattered at all.
That's true.
Son of a... Okay, let's try that again. Because I accidentally loaded a state, and loading a state...
Loads the unpatched, yeah.
Yep. Yeah, I was just trying to press speed up, but instead I pressed load. They're like right next to each other. Anyways, we go to the residence.
Alright, small map may play in Break's favor here. We will see. Give the other units time to close the gap just a little bit. This ninja, of course, going to open up, get not quite close enough to get some swings in, so is going to be very vulnerable here.
Yeah, about to eat 2 really big flame attacks.
Alright, so the ninja not able to take the bomb down on action 1.
Oof, 308.
Dragon does get the re-raise off, so he is going to be able to get back up and a dash in return, but hits the MP switch. lands a death sentence, but that does mean that Spellblade gets a whole bunch of actions for free here.
Immediate full life on the ninja.
Oh, and 2 giant hits on that Minotaur.
Another MP switch. And it's flame spin time. Heal friends, damage foes. The dragon...
We had another big bonk.
Dragon barely lives because of the flame spin.
Opts to run over into the water. Revive gonna bring the Minotaur back up. 107 is still near fatal on it. But a full life on the ninja yet again. Ninja
That looks
does
like
take
that
the bomb
first
down.
hit was a crit for full bonus on the previous map.
Blow fire, lots of damage to the ninja, but not quite enough. And this Kiku gonna hit both units, bring them down. Dragon does get right back up, and does get to fire breath the ninja again, but it is just the dragon versus 3. Full life on the ninja, make that the dragon versus 4.
You know, this is interesting. Team 1 is the only team that's supposed to be able to stand back up like that.
And
But-
somehow it was Team 2, which is very strange. I did kind of notice that.
I'm going to have to mention this to Nacho because he said him and Ziphany couldn't figure out how to make that happen, but it looks like this ROM has it in function. That was the patch that was crashing my my ROM that I wasn't able to apply, presumably because there was already some action taken in that space, and well, there you go.
Baffling.
So yeah, I'm going to talk to Nacho about that. Either way, Fig takes the match 2-0.
That was a pretty quick wrap-up here. All the matches, very dynamic, very, very quick matches.
In spite of half of them going to 2-1. Anyways, thank you all for watching and participating as always. I will see you all tomorrow, and have a good night.
Evening, folks.